From Beach Casual at the Seal Beach Classic Car Show, we go up to Los Alamitos for Black Tie Optional when the Youth Center celebrates a night among the stars and the end of their annual fundraising campaign. Let's check it out. All right, you can't do a show about the Youth Center without talking to the executive director of the Youth Center, Lena Luma. So everything's gone pretty well so far today.
Absolutely. We had great reviews from the event, and really this event is all about our nominees, our stars, and I think the event turned out perfect because they felt like they were celebrities, they felt like they're stars, and they felt special. So I know they're going to keep going and keep volunteering and making our community a better place.
In doing an event like this, you kind of form a partnership and good relationships with all the other nonprofits in town. Is that a byproduct that you didn't expect, or?
We really worked already with the nonprofits before. We can't do it alone in here, so we always partner and work together with each other. But this event, when we wanted to recognize the youth, we thought that, we know so many different nonprofits that work with volunteers, and it would be something easy to start. And working together, putting this event together, like from Grateful Hearts, giving us candy for the event, to red carpet for Precious Life Shelter. We all pull our resources. That doesn't take anything from our budget, from our nonprofits, to making this special event. It's really special.
I know you're all about talking about the kids and everything, but I think your story is pretty amazing. It's like, I remember meeting you a number of years ago when you just come here from another country. Explain a little bit to our viewers. You came from Ukraine, right?
From Russia, yes.
Yeah, from Russia, okay.
Yes.
And how did you end up here in this area? And then how did you get to the youth center?
I came in this country 2003 from Russia, and I was pregnant, and I hit the rock bottom, and I wanted to run away, and really was at not my good stage of life. And in 2003, I was lucky enough to go to Precious Life Shelter. The volunteer brought me over, and that's where my life really restarted in La Salle. Teresa took me under her wing, and I worked with Precious Life Shelter for 3 years. They helped me to get back on my feet, to become who I am today. Tom Stratz helped me and mentored me all the way through, gave me the job at the youth center, and that's why I said I will work back in this community. I will give back whatever it takes, because they made a difference in my life. They gave me my life back. So. And
you've been here as the executive director, since about 2009, 10?
2010 is, yes, when I kicked Tom Stratz out, and I took over, and the support was just tremendous.
I mean, is everything in your life like beyond your wildest imagination, beyond your wildest dreams since then?
I'm lucky. I'm fortunate. I'm married. I have 2 kids. I have the awesome board of directors. I have great friends, Rotary members, Lions Club. It's just, life is good.
Pretty good support in this community, huh?
This community is blessed. This community is awesome, and it's a small community, and everybody knows everybody in this community, and that's what's cool. It's a big, big, big family.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. I know this is a big night here, so Lena Luma.
You got it. Thank you so much for having me.
The next award is going to go to Josie Peers and Brandon Martinez, Principal Brandon Martinez of Los Alamitos High School, and Oak Middle School Assistant Principal Gary Williamson. That's how Aaron Kaminsky told me to say it. Gary. Okay.
I'd like to start by setting some context to really reinforce just what an amazing student Josie is. So early in her educational career, Josie was diagnosed with lupus, which is an autoimmune disease. And so right there you might think, gosh, just finishing school is probably going to be a challenge in and of itself. But I think she really represents our district's mantra, which is about igniting unlimited possibilities. And so despite having that challenge, and going to school every day, she will be going to Dartmouth in the fall to study government relations and international business, and eventually wants to become an international tax attorney. She's got a 4-point gazillion GPA. I'm not kidding. And she is currently taking not 1, not 2, but 6 advanced placement classes this semester, last semester. So that's kind of the end point, right? So let's think about that for a second. A student with lupus who has every reason to maybe miss school or to throw in the white flag and say, I want to be homeschooled, and just make it about that. But she has truly represented what it means to be a volunteer above and beyond. As part of addressing her illness, as her platform for being Miss Teen Garden Grove, she decided to use her platform as a winner of that to really be a spokesperson for the Lupus Foundation, not only trying to raise awareness, but creating some public address announcements. And a great story about that was it not only was a local, but a national campaign to where she was visiting Boston with her family, and they were in the subway, and she came face to face with herself on one of the posters that she was campaigning for. But her volunteerism actually goes beyond that. She has been a 4-year member of Assist Team, which is a Long Beach area foundation that is really about being a mentor to your peers. And through her 4 years, she has risen in ranks to where she is currently serving as the chairperson in that group. She has also participated in global leadership adventures, going to Costa Rica to be a mentor to other students that are in less fortunate countries. She's also volunteered at the Los Angeles Legal Aid Foundation. And in our own community, she's volunteered as a dance instructor, and will actually be her first paid job this summer because her parents did tell her, you need to get a job before you go to college. So she'll be serving there as well. But if you think about everything I said in the opening, and you think about, gosh, just passing school, and you think about what she has achieved as a student and how much she has given back and continues to give back to her fellow colleagues and youth, I think she truly represents what it means to be one of the stars. I do want to make sure that I note that she has been very thankful to 2 of her key teachers, Mrs. Merrill Brighton, who is one of her science teachers, and to Mrs. Jessica Art, who have been critical in her education. So again, truly embodies what it means to ignite unlimited possibilities. We're so proud of you, Josie, and I will pass the microphone over to you.
Thank you so much for this nomination. Thank you so much. Over the past 4 years of high school alone, I have volunteered over 1,400 hours. So volunteering is truly one of my deepest passions. Just like he said, I will highlight on some of the main things that I've done. I am the chairman of the Assistance League of Long Beach, which is an organization that I absolutely love. We have a little less than 20 philanthropic programs that reach out to the community of Greater Long Beach, and I'm really excited to be in charge of all of those, overseeing everything that goes on. In addition, with winning Miss Garden Grove's Outstanding Teen, making the Lupus Foundation of America was kind of a no-brainer. And so I've been able to do so many things with that organization. They actually flew me out in October to host their gala, where we raised over $30,000 for pediatric lupus research. That was absolutely amazing. So once again, thank you so much for this nomination.
Hey, I'm Connor Sebo here with Dr. Martinez at the Night of the Stars Awards ceremony, and I was just interested, what makes this event so important to you, being such a large part of this community?
I think the biggest thing is that it's a chance to honor all the work kids do besides being a student, and everyone that was recognized tonight is really giving back to the community, and I think they're helping fellow teens, adults, and I think this is really what makes them a well-rounded student.
Awesome, yeah, and it only started in 2013, so it's all uphill from here. Thank you again, Dr. Martinez.
Thank you.
The next nominee, Pauline Foster, represents Miss Seal Beach, and Rosie Ricci will give her an award. Not next one. Can you do the next one? Okay.
What an amazing event. Thank you so much for having us here. The Miss Seal Beach organization, it's an organization that consistently brings amazing young women to the forefront, and we encourage them to, and support them to strive and reach their personal and academic goals. This young lady's mother and her older sibling brothers escaped the killing fields in Cambodia and immigrated to the U.S. She's been dancing Cambodian dance for 13 years to keep her culture alive. I'm honored to introduce to you Miss Pauline Foster. She's the epitome of what Miss Seal Beach represents. Typically, the girls serve a 12-month period, but Pauline has dedicated 2 years to the organization, where she's attended 3 to 5 community events each month, earning over 500 community service hours. From city mixers, ribbon cuttings, the Seal Beach car shows, Thanksgiving dinners at St. Anne's, the fish fry, the Christmas tree lighting, the Christmas parade, this girl goes nonstop. She's a dedicated young lady, and she's always putting forth 100% with everything that she does. She's embraced our platform, No Bullies, and it's her face that you see here on this poster that reads, bullying. Did you stop and stare? Did you know that 1 in 10 students who drop out of school do so because they're being bullied? We printed over 500 posters and distributed them throughout the district. And she's also committed every Sunday, or excuse me, the first Sunday of every month to the Ronald McDonald House, where she and all the girls get together and they cook brunch from scratch. She's a great potato peeler for the families that are staying. And if that's not enough, she's a senior. She's going to be graduating from Los Alamitos High School, where she maintains a 4.2 GPA. She's active with Griffins with a Mission, Connecting Generations, and the Recycling Club. Her career ambition is forensic psychology. She's played the piano for over 10 years and the flute for over 6. And she's also an avid kickboxer. So be nice to her. She's most deserving of this honor, and thank you, Youth Center, for giving her this opportunity. And our future looks so bright with all these amazing young people. Congratulations to everybody.
Hello. Well, I would like to start off with saying that the last 2 years of being a part of the Miss Seal Beach organization has been an amazing experience. I've worked with so many wonderful young ladies, and we've been so fortunate to be able to be a part of so many city events, and I've loved being able to bring the community a little bit closer. Along with the 500 hours I've received from the Miss Seal Beach organization, I'm also a student teacher at the Khmer Arts Cultural Center, where I've gotten over 700 hours. So it's been a really exciting past few years, but I wouldn't be able to do it without the support I get from my friends and family, so thank you for coming out, especially Rosie, who has believed in me since the first day we met. And I would also like to thank everyone who made this amazing event possible, and it's been lovely to hear about what each and every one of the other nominees have done. Thank you.
All right, as I showed you before, we keep running to people who are very busy in this community. One of the busiest is right next to me, Scott Newton with the Seal Beach Lions and also the Youth Center. How many other groups are you involved with, Scott?
Well, I'm a director in the Police Foundation, Save Our Beach, the Youth Center, and the Lions.
And you had a busy night last night, right?
Well, I did. My daughter got married last night, so I missed all the fun down in Seal Beach today at the car show.
But he was in this tuxedo. He just kept it on and came right here to the Youth Center celebration.
It's the same tuxedo, the same shirt, but it's going to make it through one more event.
You've been getting involved with a lot of activities, especially through the Lions, for many years. I mean, how do you do so many things?
You know, it's a passion. I think what happens is you fall in love with helping others, and it becomes your hobby. So when people say, Scott, what's your hobby? My hobby is community service. And so if you love doing something, it becomes your hobby, and you will do it as often as you possibly can. And with me, it's also a family affair. My wife is involved in the Lions. My kids are givers. They're in the Lions. So it's a family affair.
What are some of the, I know the Lions do an awful lot. What are some of the things that you're involved with right now?
Well, I think two of my favorite things is one of our site program is every other week with a group of Lions from other clubs as well, with doctors, we give out between 350 and 500 pairs of glasses to needy people. Right. So prescription glasses on the spot. And the other half of my kind of interest level is the youth, the Leo clubs. We have 4 groups of teenagers between 12 and 17, and they're from very different walks of life. We have one here at the Youth Center. We have one at the Village Bible Academy, which is a homeschool environment, one in Seal Beach, and one at the Braille Institute. And these kids, there's 250 of them in our program. They're learning leadership skills, learning how to donate and raise funds, and of course, community service.
You've been involved with the Youth Center. You were the president last year, right?
No. Last year I was the chairman of the campaign.
Okay.
I was on the board of directors for several years, and I moved for a couple of years, so I got off. But I'm back doing all kinds of things for the Youth Center. Just can't help it. And my favorite thing here is every 15 minutes. I was here when it started 19 years ago, and next year will be our 20th year of doing that fantastic anti-drinking and driving program at the high school.
And you were wondering what we were going to talk about.
That's right. And I can talk all night long.
Yeah, I know, Scott. Well, so can I. So we could be here all night long. All right, I'll let you get back to getting some food here.
Thanks a lot.
All right, we'll talk to you later.